At PDAC 2017, I'm pleased to be with Rick Rule, founder and CEO of Sprott U.S. Holdings. Thank you for being here.
A pleasure, thank you.
So can you give us a quick comment on gold and also on cobalt?
I think gold is in a really interesting place. The US dollar is strong, which is traditionally hard for gold. But you see gold and the US dollar moving up simultaneously. This has happened twice before in my career, in 1975, likely before you were born, and in 2001. In both circumstances, it was a flight to quality trade. In both circumstances, the dollar rolled over and gold did well. Is past prologue? I don't know. But I feel more comfortable owning gold than not owning gold. We have a dichotomy right now with gold moving up and the gold equities moving down. That has also been very, very bullish traditionally for the equities if gold doesn't break down. With regards to cobalt, I think everybody sees a real increase in cobalt demand and possible supply shortages. Ironically, we have to see supply increases so that demand can grow. Many fabricators are unwilling to incorporate cobalt in fabrication technology, not knowing where they're going to get cobalt. How will that affect the equities? The interesting thing is that most of what you need to know about cobalt, unfortunately, is Congo and Russia. The Canadian cobalt deposits will likely never be global scale producers, unfortunately.
Now we see a lot of companies here who are interested in cobalt. Do you think they'll be able to catch up with what DRC and Russia is doing?
I absolutely do not. I think that you may see some Canadian-funded companies that are active in terrains that have cobalt, but Canadian investors prefer Canadian deposits, and Canadian cobalt deposits are doomed to be substandard, in my opinion.
Okay, very good. Now, are you encouraged or discouraged by the sentiments here at PDAC, and why or why not?
From my point of view as an investor, I'm discouraged. The mood here is too ebullient, which means that there's too much competition for writing checks. From investors' point of view who need the psychological satisfaction of a strong market, or from the issuer's point of view who want to raise money cheaply, this is a wonderful conference. From a check writer's point of view, 2015 was the best of all worlds. Good value, widespread depression, no competition.
Right. Now, I want to know about what your European clients are feeling right now.
Our European clients are extremely happy. We went through Europe very aggressively in 2015. We raised a lot of money, we deployed a lot of money, and the consequence of them having the courage to invest when nobody else was investing means that they're happy both with the sector and Sprott. You may know that we very recently closed our Sprott Institutional Lending Fund, where we raised $500 million US with a $300 million sidecar. So we've had a successful $800 million US raise, which says something, I think, to the strength of the demand for resource products among the biggest institutional investors in the world, and also the growing acceptance of Sprott as a franchise in that community.
All right. Now lastly, your comments on the Trump effect in the US and what it's doing to your business and people in the industry.
Negligible. It's an easy way to get attention. Trump is a magic word in the internet, so if you want to get attention in an interview, you talk about Trump. But the truth is, his impact on the US economy, I would suggest, is negligible. He could be good for the US mining business by reforming regulation. From our point of view, we see him picking 50 or 60 fights simultaneously. Traditionally, that's not been a way to win. If he wanted to actually make change in the US, he'd find 2 or 3 things he wanted to change, spend his political capital on 2 or 3 things. Trump is taking on Washington, Inc., and if he keeps doing that, he's going to lose.
All right. Well, Rick, thank you so much for your time.
A pleasure. Thanks for the opportunity.